I want to focus on this bot a little bit. We are trying to find ways to show how you can bring everything for embedded into the CI loop, specifically the Gitlab CI loop. And so we've got a variety of platforms. The Raspberry Pi Pico is a good one for STEM classes, but we want a little more capable platform for being able to do more interesting demonstrations. So that's what we have here. The baseline is a Petoi Bittle X with the brand new ByBoard version 1. And then it is made especially to be able to tether a Raspberry Pi to it. And so that's what we've done here. It's got GPIO pins. And those GPIO pins allow me a control connection. Another thing I have here is another connection, which is for flashing it. So we're going to have GitLab Runner running on this Raspberry Pi, which allows us to address it as a device within CI. Again, we could do the device cloud with anything. I do have another one of these dogs, and I could put them both in a runner cloud, and they could be used alternatively by various pipelines. On top of here is simply an NFC business card that I'll have with me. It just happened to fit right perfectly on there, so I thought that would look cool for the demo. I'm going to boot this guy up here. And the really cool thing about this platform is it has voice control. So once it gets fully booted up, we will, there we go. Hello. And I want to show you that we have an errant behavior that we're going to fix in CI. Walk. You can see it's having trouble. The robot is having trouble. The right rear leg is having some troubles. So we're going to fix that inside of GitLab, and we're going to redeploy the code to the robot. So I'm inside of my GitLab project here, and I've got it open in the web IDE. We have our GitLab CI file. Just want to point out that we're using an Arduino CLI component that we put together, especially for this demo. But a lot of our embedded stuff is done with components so that we can really make it very easy for developers. So we can make it really easy for developers to be able to use the platform without having to learn a ton about the various ways of adopting embedded technology into the CI pipeline. All right. And GitLab CI components are new for GitLab since May of 2024. They are a plugin kind of framework, and you can create your own components for anything. And then they're very reusable inside of pipelines with simple specifications like this. And then also folks in the embedded ecosystem can also create their own. So we're going to go fix what's wrong with the bot. I happen to have created the behavior, obviously, the negative behavior. And I'm just going to rename this back to its original name. And then we'll find the other one and rename it. And then we're going to build our firmware and deploy it to the dog. So we'll go and make a commit. Push it to our repository. And that will automatically kick off our pipeline. You can see here we have a new one running. I'm going to dig into that. And now we can see here that we're building the firmware. So we use that component to go ahead and build that firmware. And then we're going to be able to deploy it and flash it. The dog will make the boot up sound again. So we'll know that we got a new flashed firmware, and we'll be able to run another test. While that's building, I'm going to move over and show you another demo that we'll have at our booth. And this particular demo, I'm just going to go to the root of this project, shows you a lot of things about how we can not only start bringing security and quality checking to embedded, but we can use a lot of our compliance features. So right here, we have this repositories under ISO 26262, Functional Safety for Automotive. And one of the things that that does is it causes a couple policies to be put into place. So we're going to take a look at how that affects our coding experience or our merge request experience. One of the things it did was it forced a check to make sure that the scanner is running. So right here, I have an ISO 26262 compliance check. So that makes sure that my functional safety scanner is running. In this case, it's Code Sonar from Code Secure. It also then causes that component that I have to put into my pipeline causes these findings to come up, and there happen to be MISRA tagged findings, so they're functional safety specific. We can also find a lot of undefined behavior findings if there's such findings, and it has also caused this. So because of a functional safety problem, functional safety scanner finding a problem, we're blocked from merging, and that also means, though, that the developer can keep working. It doesn't fail CI pipelines. And we can see the merge here is blocked. This is just one of the many cool demos we're going to have at the booth. So come on by and see some of the demos we have for GitLab, as well as some partner software. And now we're just going to go back to our pipeline. I'm going to pause the video. And when we get back, we will see the flash, and we'll do the test for the after effect. All right. We're getting a boot back up. And we'll give a test. Walk. So the gait is much better there. Walk. So that shows you GitLab doing CI hardware in the loop.